My mother is a singer, and she sang to me as early as I can remember, even from the womb, although I don't know that I could claim to remember being sung to in the womb, but music has always soothed me and always made me feel calm. And as I watched my mother sing as a young girl, she looked happy, she looked fulfilled, and it was a very, positive association to see my mother be very happy and feel good when she was singing and there was music in the house. Well, I am specifically, I think my life, I'm guided to celebrate femininity and beauty, and not necessarily a beautiful person, but just to do my best to generate that beauty from within and emanate and give more of that to the world. I would say I'm on the light side of things. I want to emanate happiness and brightness. I don't have an inclination or a desire to bring heaviness or darkness. That's not my thing. I wanna make sparkles, and I wanna glow, and I wanna reflect that with other people, and of course sensuality and mystique, but mostly just beauty and light. Well, this train is a record that spans a great deal of time. It was started many years ago, and it was completed really just right before the record was released. And so for me, it was about growing up and becoming a woman and an adult, and it was about expressing myself through the various phases of that life experience. And it was about helping to bring David's music and his lyrics to a complete vision. I was very much an instrument and a vessel to bring the melodies through that would marry the lyrics to the music, because it's David's heart that brought through the music and the lyrics, and I was able to interpret those things in the studio in a way that brought it all together for a complete song. But as far as this train, it's longing, it's excitement, it's thrilling, it's melancholy, it's life experience, and it's presented to you in a very, dreamy, Lynchian atmosphere, and it's appropriate for a lot of circumstances in life, and other circumstances it wouldn't be so appropriate. But if you're in the right mood, and if it's late at night, and if maybe you are driving or listening to it on a record player in your room and the lights are off, it's good music for that. Yeah, there's a lot of sadness in life, and that's reflected in this music, but ultimately this train is about being transported and being, participating in every quality of life and every aspect of the experience. And I think that that's also reflected in the music. It doesn't stay sad. It goes to a lot of places.
Could you name some 5 albums?
5 albums.
Like?
The 5 album question. Well, throughout time and history, or I can name
Right now.
Right now. Cocteau Twins, Heaven or Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Buckley, Grace. Bjork, Vespertine. Jolson Montgomery, Luc Vixen, and what would I say? Any collection of Marvin Gaye.
I'm coming home, baby. I'm coming home.
David through an agent in Hollywood who met me quite by chance and happened to be the man who introduced David to Rebecca Del Rio from Mulholland Drive, the singer in the Club Silencio scene, and Karen O of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and had a really good idea of the types of musicians that David liked to work with. And when he met me, this agent named Brian, it was maybe 10 minutes into a conversation, and after hearing my demo, and he said, I think Deividu Linču is really going to like you. And I said, really? Like the Deividu Linču? And he said, yeah. And I got very excited, but so often people say things like this and they throw names around and it never happens, and they don't actually have the ability to make a meeting happen. But in this case, it was destiny that this was the man that I met in that moment, and he actually was able to make it possible to have the introduction come to fruition. And so it did when I got to meet David. If I was someone else, would I choose to be a friend of Deividu Linču? If I was anything in any dimension, I would always choose to be around David. He is a very special person. Well, I can only speak for myself and my personal experience, but he's very intuitive. If I'm emotional or need counsel or guidance about life or creative flow or anything, he's very wise. He's a good person to ask tough questions, and he speaks from the heart, and he acts very authentically, and he just has a light. I don't know how you would say it. He has a very powerful energy around him that it's a great blessing to be around it, and it feeds your own energy, and it makes you feel good and inspired and excited about life. I've been meditating since 2006. And I did that because I saw him and the way he was in the world and the way he operated and how the people around him related to him and his way. That was very appealing to me, and other people in his life that were also meditators that had a quality about them that I was very drawn to. And so I investigated it for myself and found that it was something that was appropriate for me too. Maybe?
Music?
Oh, music, of course. Food. I like food.
Food makes you happy.
Food makes me happy. Wonderful occasions with loved ones and family, and spending time with people I love, probably because I don't get to do too much of that too. I love my band. I don't get to spend too much time with friends and family, because I'm traveling a lot at the moment. So there's certainly a bit of longing for that, for those things. But I love exploring the cities that I'm able to visit right now, and seeing all this incredible architecture and discovering places I didn't know existed before. It makes me feel like there's so much to this world. It makes me feel very excited about humankind. I think of love as being, more of a state of being, and certain things will stimulate that way of being, but I try not to put the responsibility of creating love on any other person, but more of generating love within myself and then putting that out and getting, the reflection back to me when it's good, when it's right.